Once you've built out an app block, certain ones will allow you to actually go in and update the content that you've provided. Some app blocks, such as the REST app block, or if you've connected an app block to your server, will do this automatically based on your server and how it is updated. However, if you created the content either by creating data mapping fields or by uploading a CSV file, you're going to use what we call AppOffice. AppOffice allows you to store data in the MobileSmith platform. This data can then be used in your app. For example, here I have a Flex app block and I uploaded a CSV. The CSV was stored into the platform and is kept here in AppOffice. All of the individual records are here, and it allows you to go in and update the content as needed for your app. A few things that you will notice in AppOffice: over on the far left, you will see a trash can to delete a line item. You will see what is called a deep link. These are for Gimbal. And you have the ability to mark an entry active or inactive. If you mark it inactive, the record will remain in AppOffice but won't be seen on the user's app. Once you mark it active, it will be available. There is a publish and expiration date here. These fields are built into AppOffice for Flex app blocks because we have certain Flex app blocks that allow you to set a publish or an expiration date for when certain content items will appear and disappear from the mobile app. Over on the far left, you'll see an edit pencil. When you click on this pencil, you'll be able to actually go into the entry and make updates to the data within. Anytime you make an update to this content, you want to make sure that you save those edits before you leave. If you do not save the edits, then they'll be lost and you'll have to go back in and update the record again. AppOffice is also where you can go in and set your keywords. So if you did not include your keywords in a CSV file, which in most cases you will, you can always go to your libraries and then keywords, create the keyword, come back to the app block in AppOffice, and then you can assign the keyword to that individual record. Same thing goes for folders. If you've created a brand new record in AppOffice and you want to assign it to a folder, you can do that from here as well. But again, make sure you save your edits before moving forward. You also have the ability to toggle your active status directly from the top, refresh the record, discard your edits if you want out, or even delete the record from directly inside. Back on the main screen of AppOffice, you do have some options for displaying. You can refresh your list, add a new record, or if you want the full file, you can export it to a CSV. If you export it to a CSV and you want to add new records, I recommend that you export the CSV and then add the records, or just add the records directly into AppOffice. Just be advised that if you upload a brand new CSV, anything that you had in AppOffice that's not in the new CSV will be overwritten and will be gone. So that's a little bit about our content management system known as AppOffice. It does change dynamically depending on which app block you're in. Some app blocks will look a little different from others. Some might have AppOffice, some may not have it at all. In this case, I do have an app block that's using it, and that's our Physicians app block. I do have an Appointments app block where the user is creating content. If I go to AppOffice in this app block, you will see that there is no content available here. That is because the app user is creating the content and that content remains on their phone. The only way that content would come into AppOffice is if you had it set specifically to come to the server, and then AppOffice would be populated. And then you would have the decision to require moderator approval before it got published to the app. But again, in this case, my app user is creating the content for it to remain on their phone because their appointments are theirs to keep. But for the physicians, AppOffice is useful because you, as the app designer, will eventually need to come in here and make updates for your mobile app.